Amazing. Oh, that's so good.
Fantastic.
Hello, welcome to the lobby. GameSpot's weekly hangout every Tuesday at 2 p.m. Pacific right here on GameSpot.com. Shout out to Mr. Vinny Caravella. The Giant Bomb guys have a live stream on this afternoon as well. Check that out once this is done. But right now, Watch Dogs is finally out.
Woohoo!
So it's no surprise to anyone that we're going to play Watch Dogs.
And giveaway.
And we're going to give away a hell of a bunch of Watch Dogs stuff, like these video games.
Oh, yeah.
Who's watching these video games? The Watch Dogs.
Also,
Peter
bad
Brown's
Watch Dogs
on.
humor.
Who's watching my script? Nobody. Peter Brown's going to be on later with the Retron 5. Plus, we've got Super Ballerina up Bounden. But for now, my name is Daniel Dwyer, joined as ever by my partner in crime, lover of Nazi weapons, Mr. Chris Waters. And Tom McShay is here to show us off the video game Mario Kart 8.
Which comes out Friday.
How is this game not out yet? We reviewed it like a month ago.
I know, because Nintendo had so much confidence that people are going to love it that they're like, we're going to give you 2 weeks to digest all of the words in the reviews.
Yeah. And you
That's
really
what
liked it.
I loved it. It's amazing.
Okay, I feel like we should just hop straight into it.
We should just hop right in. We're going to play.
It is the type of game that is best enjoyed by playing and
by playing
seeing.
in general.
Yes.
Just
Versus
playing.
race? Is that just going to be you versus me?
No, we're going to have computers, but then we can jump around. We don't have to do a cup. And we can do as much as we want. I'm going to do Lakitu, because Lakitu.
What is Lakitu?
He's the dude from Super Mario Brothers who throws the Spinies.
Sure.
I'm going to be this Koopa kid with fabulous hair.
Ludwig von Koopa.
It's King Ludwig from Schloss Neuwenstein. If you have any questions for Tom and Chris about Mario Kart, by all means, put them in the chat. Put them in the Twitch chat, GameSpot comments, if GameSpot is up, because I know we're down at the moment. And if you can't get through to that, feel free to send them to @GameSpot on Twitter.
Yes.
Yes,
So,
I have chosen
Look
Cloud
at this. We're going to
Glider.
do 150C because you are super good at being 150C.
Oh, yeah.
How many races do you think we're going to get in? 8?
Probably a
That's
solid
probably
8.
too many.
We're probably going to do 5?
Yeah,
We'll do 5.
probably more like that. All right, Tom.
Man.
Give me the skivvy on Mario Kart 8. How is
So-
it similar and how is it different and new?
What the heck kind of question is this? You want me to talk about the game?
I want to talk about video games.
So the thing that I love about this game is that recent Mario Kart games have been kind of a mess where you'd be hit by blue shells and if you were in first, it was a punishment.
Are you talking
Yes.
about like Mario Kart 7 on 3DS?
Mario Kart 7 was much better than that, but the Wii version
Mario
and
Kart
Double
Wii.
Dash and
Yeah.
64, it's just kind of been a theme, especially with the console Mario Karts. DS was also like that. This game is totally if you get into first and you're good, you can stay in first, which is crazy to think about because it just hasn't been in a Mario Kart game in many, many, many
Well, it
years.
used to be that you'd often try and get to the front as late as possible.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you
that was an
it
actual
would be,
tactic.
It would not behoove you to be in first.
Yes.
Which is crazy that you would want to do that. And of course, I'm showing how good that is, but I'm in 7th place right now.
Nailing it, Tom.
I know. And I chose my favorite course in the game, too. This is the one retro course that is from Super Mario Kart, which is still my favorite in the series.
How
is
many
it?
throwbacks are in this then? Rainbow Road, accounted for?
What did you ask?
How many throwback levels are in
Oh, there's 16 throwback levels, so there's no
wow.
there's no battle
Okay, it's
arenas or battle-specific arenas. There's none of those cool old battle stuff, but yeah, there's 16.
16 new tracks, 16 retro, but they made edits to them, right? It's
Yeah,
not
this thing where I just jumped in the water there, that's not in the original.
Right.
You can't jump in the water on the Super Nintendo. Jeez.
features?
Even with Mode 7, you couldn't do that.
You've got the boomerang there as well, right?
It's a new thing. I don't know what else there's to say about it other than it's a boomerang.
I got a piranha.
That's also a new thing.
I'm gonna try to chomp somebody.
You can successfully chomp people with the piranha.
That gives you a speed boost as well.
Oh, yep.
Yes.
And it makes me
Very
unwieldy
little
around turns.
Yeah, because it's like grabbing the ground and boosting you.
I'm going to ask a bunch of questions because y'all on Twitch be throwing them real quick. Danny Hibiki asks, is Dry Bones an unlockable character?
No! No!
That is a cry of dismay from Tom.
I
right?
like Dry
You
Bones.
want Dry Bones.
He and Diddy are the two characters who were in previous games that I've most lamented were not in this.
Is Wet Bones an unlockable character?
Yes.
Okay.
He is glistening.
Non-canonical.
Glistening bones.
Yeah.
Moist bones.
Here we go.
Wait, that
Yeah.
sounds bad.
Yellow Sanchez asks, will Mario Kart 8 be coming to the 3DS?
No. But it's better that I can't believe I got 4. That's terrible. I know you're 9th, but you didn't play the game as much as me.
I didn't play the game for 30 hours and
40!
3 gold cup every cup on the
I
cup
know.
circuit.
I don't want to brag, but you can brag for me.
Can I talk to you about the battle level stuff? Because this was quite and I was quite irritated when I saw this.
Sure.
So the battle mode in this game, generally the battle levels are kind of like self-enclosed.
Arenas.
Arenas.
Yes.
So what's happened this time? Because they're not arenas. They're just like kind of like circuits.
No, they're just circuits.
So it's
I'm
just
like
a race.
so angry.
It's just a loop of one of these tracks has been converted into a battle arena. They just loop it, and everyone starts at different places on the course, and like some are facing different directions. There's no like, hey, you're going the wrong way. Latitude that's that's going to come down. They've made some changes to it, but it's like
there bots
very
as well?
spread out.
Yeah, there's bots. There's bots.
There's bots in the battle one as well.
We'll check it out at some point
Yeah.
after we play these 5 races so you guys can see what they are. But it's not, like, battle mode hasn't been great for like a decade, but I don't think that's the way to fix it. I thought that they could go on a different way.
Eminem
You got
Stranger
any
asks,
ideas?
What?
Tom said Tom is pining for a different battle mode. I'm just wondering if he
Well,
has any ideas.
I don't know. I mean, I still like battle mode in all the games, but I guess it hasn't, like, the first 2 Mario Karts, I loved battle mode. I guess it hasn't had the same excitement since it's kind of the same old thing every time, but I guess just making the courses worse doesn't make it better for me. Weirdly.
Eminem Stranger asks, do I need to have played all 7 of the previous games to understand this one?
Yes,
Okay.
definitely.
Bob Jones 1980, is online play any good?
It's fine, whatever. I mean, it's what you'd expect. You play online against people.
How many people?
12,
Oh, really?
which is a lot of people to be playing Mario Kart with.
Do you tend to get 12 people when you were doing it? I guess it's not out yet, so you've just been playing.
No, I did not get 12 people. But yeah, Mario Kart's always good online. Like, it's the chat's kind of garbage and you can't chant during races, but like, whatever.
Is there split screen online?
Yes, but only 2 player. You can't play 4 player.
Shame.
Technology, dude. Technology.
Crimson Jester asks, Pro Controller or Gamepad?
I only use the gamepad, but it's not super great, but whatever.
It's good. There's a big button on it for horn.
There's a big button on it.
Is
for
it there?
horn.
Can I touch it?
You can touch it all you want, Dan.
Here, I'm gonna touch it. Where is it?
It's the giant cloud.
Where is it?
It's right there. Where you? Yep.
Yeah.
I made
Is
sure.
it coming out of the actual TV, or is it only coming out of the gamepad?
I think it's coming out of the TV. I can't hear it. How often does the super horn show up? Asks Sinction 102.
Well, as you've noticed, we've played almost 6 tracks or 6 whatevers.
Laps.
Laps, and
Tom,
neither of us have gotten
Tom,
it yet.
don't be in first right
So
now.
that's the one for getting rid of the blue shell, right?
Yes.
Or any item.
Okay.
Really,
Or any
right?
item.
It just neutralizes any incoming item situation.
It's pretty rare. There's also blue shells aren't that prevalent. I mean, we've actually gotten 1 in each race, which is a lot. Usually it's not even 1 per race. The lightning is a lot of lightning in this game.
Come on, you small child.
David Fox 1983 asked, I heard the frame rate goes down from 60 after you introduce a certain amount of players. I noticed this when we did 4 players.
Oh yeah, so it goes down to about 30. So the way it
Son
actually
of a-
works with 4 players is the game. This is really technical. Do you want me to talk
Do
technical?
it.
So Digital Foundry broke this stuff down. The game always runs at 60 frames a second. When it's 4 player, the top screen and bottom screen alternate their refresh rate.
Okay.
So it's like top refreshes and bottom and like that. So they both run at 30 frames a second.
Right.
But the HUD moves at 60 frames a second.
Okay.
And there's actually another weird thing. So every 60, this is really technical.
Okay.
You guys ready for this?
Yeah.
Every 64th frame is duplicated,
Right.
which some people swear they see a hitch, but I didn't hear anyone say that before Digital Foundry talked about it.
Right,
I'm just gonna
okay.
I'm just gonna go out on a limb and say I didn't hear anyone mention it.
And you didn't
Say
notice it.
you can see,
Yeah,
you
what
can
the-
pick out 1 of every 64 frames with your eyes and see a hitch.
Like it's I don't see it even like when I'm told like right at the 138 mark. I don't see that. But if you have really sensitive eyes, you wanna I don't know. I feel bad if you can notice that.
But so, what's your overall visual impression of
This
the
game is ridiculously good looking.
Ridiculous!
Like, it's
you are so effusive about it.
good
What do you,
looking.
what do you love so much about it? I
It's-
mean, it's colorful.
Yes.
It's got some nice environmental
Keep
detail.
going.
It's
Keep
like,
going.
I don't know. It just doesn't.
It does look pretty.
It does.
I think it looks
yeah.
so good, and it's just like a game I want to exist in because it just looks.
You want to live in
it looks-
this?
Yeah.
Are you having like
Oh
Avatar
my God.
withdrawal?
Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. This is his new life now.
This is my new life. I've played so many hours of this game.
Koopa kids are his friends.
Dude, I'm baked on Twitch asks, can I play with my friends online without having them next to me? Presumably this person is usually pretty smoked up in his room when he wants to play some Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I get paranoid when
They,
people are next to me.
Is it random
You can
matches
you
or
can
can you
play
find
with
out?
people, but it's like you can't. There's not like an invite system. Nintendo
What?
is.
You can't like
Nintendo's-
find someone on your Wii U friend
I
zone
don't. I'm
list.
pretty sure you can't do that. It's just like Nintendo's so backwards.
Wii U friend zone.
The Wii U friend, yes.
I just do not.
Bob Jones,
Whatever.
so if you had a friend that
If
you
you have
wanted
a
to play
friend,
with,
like in a hypothetical situation,
like how would you actually connect with them?
just like I think you both go into the room. I don't know. It's kind of creepy. There's a lot of. There's a
By
lot
the
of,
room, are you referring to their living room?
Yeah, that's so much better. Like Mario Kart's not supposed to be online.
All right, speaking of
Mario Kart
local
Online
play,
is fun.
I actually used to go and sit in the
And I'm
lobby
sure
of
that
my apartment for DS, and I would just play it all alone in a chair.
I'm in first. Yay!
Not
I got
anymore.
blue shelled.
I call this the Sonny Bono Memorial Run, and Kara doesn't like when I do that
Because that's dark humor.
because that's really dark humor.
Tom, does the frame rate drop with 3 players? The chat are asking.
I think it's more than 2.
All right,
I'm not,
let's test it out. Next
Yeah.
race, quit out of this when you're done.
I'm not super sensitive to that kind of stuff.
No worries.
It always ran smooth to me. Whatever.
Bob Jones 1980 asks, what's the local? What's the maximum amount of local players you can have? What, is it 4?
It should be
All right.
5.
Why?
But Nintendo-
Because you could put it on the tablet.
You could put one of the players on the
Yeah.
tablet. Well, come on, Nintendo. But whatever. I know some games have had 5, right? Rayman? Rayman's had 5.
Yeah. But wasn't one of those 5 Murphy?
Oh, Murphy's such an idiot.
Erebukas asks, is Shy Guy the best character in the game?
No, Cooper Chip it is. But good
Okay.
question. Good question.
Come on, get
Did you-
some!
did you like when I got super technical
Oh,
about
it's
the frame rate?
carnage out on the slopes. I like this track because it doesn't loop at all.
I know, there's 2 tracks like that. I think there's 2 tracks that don't loop. That's one of the reasons I chose it. I actually called out this in my review. I like the Wario track.
Tell him I'm gonna get you with a boomerang in the face. Oh, it didn't come back. Oh, I would have had you.
Damn.
I know.
All right, let's get me in on this. Is there another
All right,
controller
yeah,
in here
there's
somewhere?
another controller under here.
So what else can you use?
Do you want the nunchuck or do you want the pro controller?
Oh, give me the Pro. Is that wireless? Sure. Sure it is.
I mean, not technically
God damn it,
wireless.
Nintendo.
There's
God
a
damn it.
wire between the things.
All right.
So I can change the gamepad to a map?
To a map, okay, which you'd never look down at. I get it.
Yeah, but I don't know why I would ever do that.
Well, then if you play split screen, it shows the split screen grid on the tablet. It shows the 4-player split. It's like, what? This is your tech, Nintendo. This is your thing. Use the tablet in a cool way that's not just honking.
I'm hitting. It's not.
Oh, griping.
Am I number 2?
Wishful thinking.
Am I number 2?
I'm number 1. I don't know.
All right, I'm in.
Did the
Who's
light?
not in?
I'm in.
What?
You're not in.
How did you? Oh, you were because you were Ludwig. That was confusing me.
Are you with someone?
Yeah, no. I'm gonna
He's
go.
a someone.
Oh yeah, okay. I'm gonna be Shy Guy because that person in the chat.
I'm gonna be Wario.
So you can
Juba.
you can pick your setup as well, your frame and your wheels and stuff.
Yeah.
How you not into that?
I just think it just detracts from the game. I think it's just nonsense. This isn't
Yeah, that's
Forza.
nonsense.
It's like, I don't need to tinker. I just want to play a game that's fun. I don't.
It's
So,
not. Are you comparing Mario Kart to Forza because I can put a daffodil on my friggin'?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know. And, like,
Danny, it's called a livery.
not to name names, but Max McGee used to spend forever like trying to figure out. I don't want to wait for
You're
that.
just
Optimal
impatient.
setup.
I am impatient.
just-
So we are now doing. I guess I'll make them. Can I make them harder?
We do battle? Oh no.
We're doing battle.
We are?
We're doing
Okay.
battle.
Battle?
So,
Can you do it without computer people?
just 3 people? It's super boring.
Okay,
like
okay.
that. Do you want to do it?
Can
like
you
that?
though? No.
Yes.
Just you can. Okay.
It
Yeah,
is.
keep going.
You need it. So we can do any track you want. We'll do this one.
Yoshi
That is
Valley.
a Yoshi Island track.
Yoshi
battle.
Valley? Oh, this is the one where you drive off the edge all the time if you're if you're not good.
So, Rainbow Road. Isn't there future Rainbow Road in this?
Yeah.
Aren't
I think,
all Rainbow Roads future?
No. Some are magical. Some
Some
are
are from the
futuristic.
distant past, in a galaxy far, far
Wait.
away.
Which ones go?
I don't know.
I've somehow managed to choose a
Great.
motorcycle.
Well, it's a good thing we're on battle mode because I just started in reverse. Wait. So who's down the bottom right? That's just the computer.
Yeah, and on races it shows who's in first, but no, it's not the computer. It shows who's in first in races,
Okay.
but I don't know who. I guess it's showing me because I'm good at
Wait.
stuff.
It's just a glamour shot of Tom.
Do we
Okay.
have the computers playing?
So this is an example of the frame rate.
Ah, sure.
Bam!
That's a thing.
Eat it, whatever you just were that was near me.
Like I'm not sure on Twitch if you can really, if you could have told, could tell earlier that it was better, but it's definitely,
You can tell.
yeah, I can tell. I can,
Okay.
Yeah.
Like it's not really hindering my experience of playing Mario Kart, but still, it's like
You say that like it's like Mario. You say with this like you spit it out.
no, it's like
Mario
Mario
Kart.
Kart. It's I don't know.
Nice
What?
try, sucker. From downtown! Nope.
I'm using the
buy
tactic
a
of just
bucket.
staying the goddamn hell away from all you jokers.
How are you knowing where we jokers is?
I'm going around in circles, basically. Oh, here we go. Get away from me.
Oh no, I ran into a thing, a banana peel.
Oh, in your face!
Whose face?
Calm. I mean,
Oh,
if
goddammit.
it wasn't one of you, it was calm.
Goddammit.
So I probably stuck it to the calm.
Well,
Step directly on
Waluigi's
that.
winning. Again.
Oh, dang it, Tom.
Wario's
What'd I
winning.
do?
What do you mean? What you know what you did?
Okay, I can't really see anything specific.
Keep getting one green shell. Every time.
Lucky. Don't have to
Really?
brag about it.
I'm gonna go sit on that bridge like a big fat troll.
I'm gonna shoot you off this
I
bridge.
guess technically I would be under the bridge if
Yep.
I was a real troll.
Just
so.
like Anthony Kiedis.
He's a troll. I thought that song was about drugs. Was he actually a
Everything-
troll the whole time?
Every one of his songs is about heroin and or Hillel Slavic. Every one of their songs. It's
What?
crazy. It is true.
You say halal Slavic?
He's the guy, he's their first guitarist who died from a
Oh,
heroin overdose
right.
in like 85.
Hey Tom,
I
guess
took-
what just happened?
I know
You got rocked!
But now I get to drive for
Sorry,
fun.
what were
Look
you
at all
guys
this
saying?
stuff.
When you said halal Slavic, I thought you meant like, you know, meat that you can eat as a Muslim that's from Poland.
That's not what he meant?
No.
What was
It
the
was
thing
Red
you
Chili
said?
Peppers' first guitarist.
Okay.
He died of a
Oh,
heroin
that's a
overdose.
person's name?
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
You know who didn't die of a heroin overdose?
Go, tell
It's
us.
Shy Guy, who's I'm in second. Segue.
How do you know you're in second?
Sorry, I've got 2 balloons. That's not
I
what
have
that
5.
means.
My number says
You
5.
5?
What does that even mean? Tom, what does the number mean? Am I just player 5?
How many people are left? Can I just say I'm
Oh,
nothing
yes.
against
Suck it,
Mario Kart.
I'm gonna reverse right into Mario. Oh, dang it. What were you saying,
Damn it.
Danny?
Can I just say,
Yeah.
the battle modes thing, I really wish this was an arena. How do you feel about it, Chris?
It just makes everyone feel very spread out. You can't like. It feels like it's harder
Just
to
end
line
it.
up vectors.
Yeah,
How do we? What? How, what? What?
yeah, so
What is it because I had that many hits, Tom?
we
I
back
got
to heroin.
6.
I'm not answering.
I don't want to play anymore.
What?
Battle mode
Fine.
sucks. Racing's better.
Oh no, we're back to racing.
You're
now.
supposed
We're
to
not
answer questions that are asked
We're
of you.
not-
That's your job on this show.
I'm gonna
don't-
see if there's
I
any
don't
more
know.
questions. You guys play. I'm gonna see if there's any more
gonna- You
questions.
jumping back in, Chris?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna be 1DO. You can tell that she's a girl
Who should
because
I
she has
be?
a bow.
Danny, is there a single character name in the Twitch chat? Has anyone made mention of any character at all? Pink Gold Peach
No.
it is.
Shy Guy.
You are such
Too
a
late.
troll.
It's Pink Gold Peach.
You are such a troll.
Um,
Guys are
can you
getting-
use that as a steering wheel? Is a question.
Yes,
You can.
if you're weird.
Would you want
Let's
to use that as a steering
see
wheel?
it.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
Okay.
I need
put
something
your
with good
reputation on the line?
acceleration.
What does that mean?
If you
don't have a
can't if you
reputation.
can't succeed with the steering wheel,
I
then-
probably won't be able to succeed. It's a steering wheel, for Christ's sake.
Wait,
You should
what?
see me drive in real life. It's not good for
I
pedestrians
do
or other
not
drivers.
succeed with
Yeah.
a steering wheel in real life.
Sasund
Okay.
Fidelft asks what the upgrade system for the car parts are like. Do you unlock those bits or are they all just there automatically?
Yeah, you upgrade them by getting coins.
Okay.
So coins not only give you speed, but they go towards getting a daffodil or whatever.
So when you
But
collect,
they don't upgrade, it just opens new ones.
Yeah, every 500
Oh.
or something you collect. Is it 500 or 50? It's a big difference. But every X number just automatically gives you.
I'm gonna say 50.
I'm gonna say 500.
Can we
so
play a new track?
I did put random actually.
Oh, okay.
You
fair
collected
enough.
every
That's
single
fine.
star in this game, and it didn't give you anything.
Well, you don't collect stars. That's
Sorry.
like a rating to, like if you get all first in every cup, you get 3-star rating.
And it
You
gave
get
us-
you get something for getting. Oh, jeez.
He's
this
doing
is
it. He's doing the steering.
worst.
Look at him.
This
Look at
is
him do
the
it.
worst.
Look, he's shaking it. You know he's getting desperate.
it must be trying to aim that thing with the.
Oh, I
steering
will.
wheel.
I'm gonna do it successfully. I don't try. Oh, damn it! I did try and I failed.
Come on, Tom. Believe in
You
yourself.
can do it. Yes.
In your
I
heart.
totally just hit someone with the
It was
boomerang.
Waluigi, and he's not the winner.
This is how you have to hold it like above your head, like a real driving car, right? This is how I really
Yeah, but if
drive.
you're like a 5-year-old driving a real car,
Sweet
I
son
know.
of a bee.
Oh no! Right in the drink.
It's not
That
golf.
is a nasty drink. That's like a brown, goopy drink.
Hassan on
Well,
Twitch
it's like
asks.
a milkshake.
Hassan on Twitch asks, why are there so many baby characters?
Why are there so many baby characters?
Listen, babies.
There are 5 baby characters.
Babies are one of the top 5 types of humans there are. So it really makes sense for them to be statistically represented.
What's the worst baby character they put in this game?
Baby Daisy.
Okay.
Because Daisy's already like an artificial character and that she doesn't even exist outside the
They're all
sports
artificial characters.
She doesn't exist outside the sports universe, so it's like she's not even.
Does
in
she
the-
does?
I don't think she does. Does she?
I don't know.
What game is she in? So.
I don't know. Does she have her own spin-off?
And then no, she
Daisy's
doesn't.
Rock and Ride.
Does she have an arcade game in Japan?
I don't think so. So it's like then having like a. And then there's like the palette swaps.
Isn't
There's
she-
Metal Mario and there's Pink Gold Peach, which are nonsense.
Pink Gold Peach.
Don't you say that about Pink Gold Peach.
What is okay? For the longest time, though, I actually thought it was 2 colors, like pink gold and
Pink
gold.
and
is
gold.
color.
No, pink gold
But
is
it's
a type of
it's
metal.
it's a metal.
Yeah.
Pink Gold.
Just
I thought
like metal is a type of metal in Metal Mario.
Yeah, I didn't. Whatever. I thought it was like whatever.
They couldn't even make him
Whatever.
Titanium Mario.
I know. In my review for 7, when Metal Mario was first in Mario Kart, I said like that's not even a real character. And apparently, I still stand by this because I write fan fiction and he's not a real character.
Apparently Daisy was in Mario Land, the movie.
Daisy.
There's
Yeah.
a movie
Daisy.
called Mario Land.
Mario Land and the movie.
Oh, and
She was in the Bob Hoskins get-up.
canonical.
If that's not canon, I don't know what is.
I didn't. Okay, well, she was in Mario Land. That's something. Something, I guess. Not real
More than you are in.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's one more than I was.
Daisy's
in.
IMDb is way.
So she's like the portable princess.
Whoa.
Is that her thing?
Whoa, I don't know.
The portable princess. Come on, that's a niche.
And then the other one is Peach. Are they both princesses? I want some Daisy fanfic.
Be careful what you wish for, Tom.
Turning is so hard when it's turning. Like, I'm gonna do the whole. I'm doing the whole race, and then I'm switching back
Pink Gold Peach is #1.
to normal mode.
Nice work.
Thanks, Danny.
Congratulations.
I appreciate your support.
Congrats,
It's always
well
meant a
done.
lot to me.
Thank you.
Have you in my corner.
This.
You're not
worst.
honking the horn enough. He's doing it. He's doing it.
No more.
it.
Look at the screen. That's the whole screen.
More. Faster.
That's a weird horn.
Slower.
Okay, stop. This is too much.
Mario Kart 8. What did it get? What score
Give
did
it
it
an
get? It get an 8?
It
says it
awesome.
right there in the
Mario
title.
Kart 8. They
I
got
know.
2 more games until they get a perfect score.
Oh,
Good
God,
job, Nintendo.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, we got a bunch of stuff to give away on today's show. I know we're giving away some Watch Dogs stuff later on, but I believe we're also giving away a bunch of keys for Monochroma, which is out today as well.
Who's this? Oh, it's Robert Handlery.
Hey, what's up? What's up, Robert?
Whoa.
You gonna drop the special edition?
What is the meaning of this?
Explain
all
this
right, so
act
no,
of
here we have
racism.
Rob modeling the contents of the Monochroma collector's edition. You get that shirt.
No, come out here. Come out here.
You get that scarf. You do
right.
not. You do not
Yeah.
get the cigarette.
No, not for me.
Okay.
Okay. Hey, he's coming in.
And it's the
going
video
right for
game.
the left.
It's the video game. GameSpot's Rob Handlery. Thank you very much for
You do not get the beret.
for being
or do you get
subtly
the beret?
racist today. What's in the box? What's in the box?
A bunch of art.
There's a bunch of art. Can we hear him?
That's about it. Bunch of art. I think
Yeah.
the game's in here as well.
Yeah.
Where'd you get that scarf?
Is this your French accent?
Yeah. Bonjour. You have a light, by the way?
Oh, it's a menthol. France. I get it. Yeah. Okay, got it.
That's the whole joke.
Yeah, and you can win. You can win this, or if you don't win this, you win one of 5 other keys we have for the regular ass version of Monochroma. To win that, all you have to do is follow GameSpot.
Looking good, buddy.
It helps if you're from France. Thank you, Rob. Use the hashtag GSLobby and make sure you're following us. And then the screen will flash green. And you might win. So get those in. Make sure you're following us so we can shoot you those codes. Nope. That's not happening. I quit this year, man. Get me back in the wagon. So that's that. Rob, do you have any... You didn't review the game?
I'm just supposed to come out here.
I'm not sure if you've actually ever played it before.
I have not played it. I edited the review. Tom played it.
Oh, yeah?
Tom loved it.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you want to read that review or watch it, go to GameSpot.com. We'll be back in a second once I get this dirty Frenchman off our set. kind of looks like Schindler's List, the video game. Check out the review for that on GameSpot.com. #GS the lobby. Make sure you're following us on Twitter if you want to win one of those codes or the special edition. Chris Waters.
Hey, Danny
How you
O'Dwyer.
doing, my friend?
Oh, great. I had a great long weekend.
Oh yeah, what you play?
Really fun. I went to ride roller coasters.
Rad roller coasters.
No, to ride roller.
to
I
ride
went to an
roller
amusement park. I didn't play any video games.
What amusement park was it?
Great America.
That sounds
down
great.
in San Jose.
An American.
I rode the ride formerly known as Top Gun. They
Okay.
built a new wooden roller coaster. I didn't think they were doing that anymore.
Whoa.
But yeah, that nice little rickety action.
There's I went nearly went on one, but I jibbed out. It was in San Jose. It's like the oldest wooden roller coaster. I
The
think.
Grizzly.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Yeah. Is that San
Is it
Jose
the
or Santa
oldest?
Cruz?
San Jose.
San
Maybe
Jose.
you're thinking of Santa Cruz Boardwalk, though,
Yes.
because there's some old roller coasters there
Yeah.
as well.
It's really terrifying. It's way more scary when the thing is like vibrating and being all rickety and stuff. That's
You're
pretty
like,
good.
is this an intended consequence of the adrenaline this
Yeah.
ride is making me
No.
try to feel, or is that just because it's a little bit old?
I grew up beside a town that had like a fun fair, and there
Mm-hmm.
were like a terrifying number of
Incidents?
incidents
Oh
that
no!
may or may not have involved
I don't want to
people
hear. I don't want
losing
to hear
their
about
lives.
it. I
Yeah.
only got trapped on a ride once.
Okay.
Yeah, and I wasn't upside down or anything, so
Okay.
it was only mildly unpleasant.
That's still in the back of my head every single time. Don't like it. Anyway, video games.
Yeah.
One of the video games that I played at PAX is a game called Bounden.
Is this the game you described earlier as a ballet 'em up?
Yeah, Ballerina 'em up.
Ballerina 'em up?
It's this crazy game where the dude who made it was there. Myself and Drew Scanlon from Giant Bomb played it.
Mm-hmm.
Where you basically, each of you hold onto the iPad on one side of it. And the game
Is
asks...
this a dramatic reenactment of you and Drew Scanlon?
Yeah.
I'm not sure the actors they got to play you are quite representative.
No, these people are way more beautiful and European
way more
looking.
Dutch.
Way more Dutch. Yeah, so you kind of, the game asks, it's got a 3D ball and you're basically like arcing the phone between each other to make sure that it lines up with the dots.
Mm-hmm.
He actually like did this crazy amount of, he did the choreography with like this Russian ballet troupe.
Really?
But it works really good. Like it works immediately, which you wouldn't think, because it kind of looks like, if you have bad spatial awareness, you might not be very good at it.
It looks like you might end up sharing a tender moment with someone who you'd play that game with.
I wonder. Well, it's a good thing that we have GameSpot's, resident French dude, Rob Handlery, and Max here to show off.
Oh my!
Jesus Christ! Max Holbert, who appears to be dressed as a pimp.
You got to set the scene as Santa Pimp and Robbie the French guy.
Okay, boys, could you get in?
See?
It would be an honor, Danny.
Yeah, so you're gonna hold one side of the phone each once they get into your messages, because I believe this is your phone. Chris
Yeah,
Waters.
nobody text me right now, please, in my contacts. Yeah, this is the proper greeting.
What, in lieu of actually having the ballerina background, you just put Beauty and the Beast on?
They're just Disney dancing scenes. They're some of the most iconic encounters between man and beasts ever to be filmed.
Have you guys played this before?
We practice all night.
They practice all. Those cherubs are really into it. Oh!
Uh-oh. Okay, uh-oh.
One hand.
Coming back.
One hand. You only
Only one of you can lead.
Is this Titanic?
No, this is definitely not Titanic. Wait,
Where's Billy Zane?
no, this is like 4 weddings and a funeral or something. Or it's Babe, because there's James Cromwell.
There's gonna be a really good overhead one pretty soon, I think.
Wait, in Mansfield Park?
There you go. You may lose your.
You guys are getting off frame. Rob, you gotta back up, buddy. Get back.
We were too slow.
Oh, you suck!
You lost.
Wait, this makes no sense. Why is the hippos?
Those hippos are more graceful than you.
You got one more go at this. You're literally the worst people we could have gotten to do this.
Danny, I like how this is a game, like the trailer is just like people like having a lot of fun together, like discovering it and like moving in sync. And we're turning this into some grim competition in which we heckle the hell out of these guys while they do it.
And they're dressed up as a pimp.
Stop the pendulum move. You guys gotta get a
Come on.
Move it's giving us.
Use your inner Swayze.
There we go. Come on.
Christ, you're as graceful as a dead hippo.
Your hips are locked up.
We did it. We
You did
passed.
it. You passed. Congratulations.
Hooray! Hooray! They did it.
Oh my god!
Nobody puts Santa Pimp in a corner. Well,
that
well
Footloose?
done. Well done. Aw.
It's Bounden. It's out currently on
It's good
iOS.
fun, yeah.
Yeah, it is. It's actually really good fun. And you will look more graceful than those two jokers.
Pretty impossible not to.
Jesus. We got
They
a bunch.
didn't fall down.
No, that's true. They did not fall down. But later on, we'll do it with some drinks in them, and they probably will. We got a bunch more stuff coming up in the show, including Watch Dogs, including your chance to win one of these bad boys.
Oh, yeah.
But Tech Time with Peter Brown's going to be on in just a few minutes. But first, a word from our sponsors. See you in a minute. Stick around. Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the lobby. All right, you guys, boys and girls, have been good. Let's give away some stuff.
What?
Watch Dogs.
Now?
Xbox One, PS4. We also have Watch Dog t-shirts. There's a spoiler on the home screen of the menu of this video game, which irritated me. Don't look at the menu of the video. I'm not going to talk about it now. I'll talk about it later.
There's a spoiler on the menu.
I bet with that face.
What?
On a t-shirt.
Oh.
Right? Right?
Is it only a spoiler because you just said it was a spoiler?
Maybe. I don't know if it is a spoiler. I'm guessing it.
Oh, you don't know.
I'm inferring it's a spoiler.
Then you can't. Come on, man.
Right, I've just
You're all
spoiled it
over
for
the
everyone
place.
else now. I'm sorry. If you want to win one of these bad boys, follow GameSpot on Twitter. Use hashtag GSLobby as ever. Just make sure you let us know what version you want, PS4 or Xbox One. We're going to give those out over the course of the show. But first of all, Peter Brown.
Hello.
Thank you for waiting patiently while I got all the housekeeping and spoiling the new video game out of the way.
It's wonderful.
Great to have you here. This is it's tech time as ever. I saw over the weekend we put on a sorry, that wasn't dismissive.
As ever.
Tech as ever. Guess it's time to look at some feckin' technology. You have been playing the Retron 5 for the past couple of weeks. I know you've been working with those guys because it's the hardware isn't out there yet. Your review went up over the weekend, sort of breaking down the pros and cons of it at the moment, and you're going to show us it now. Can you just give us a skivvy on what is this machine first of all, and is it fit for the purpose intended right now?
Yes. Okay, so basically what this is a new system that plays a lot of old games. You have Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Genesis, but also the Japanese variants. You got Famicom, Super Famicom, and then Game Boy, Game Boy Color, and Game Boy Advance games as well. Now you need to have the original cartridges for this. And Hyperkin's released a few products like this in the past. This is their latest one. It uses an embedded Android operating system, which means that it's using emulation, right? It's not a one-to-one system. But the cool thing about that is you have HDMI out. You can do things like put graphical filters on. You can use save states if you're really bad at old games like me. Even though
Old games
are
hard.
Yeah, and I'm really bad at them. So save states kind of give me an upper hand. But yeah, I mean, this thing it's not quite perfect. It's not quite there yet. It's coming out June 6th after like 10 months of being delayed.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it's pretty great.
In terms of the imperfections, are we talking software stuff that they can like push new firmware to it, or?
Yeah, so that's another great thing. It's got Android, so they can update it. Right now, there's some incompatibility with a few games that use special chips. But it's not that many games that don't really work. Oddly, you can't have more than one cartridge in the system at a time.
But there's 4 slots for cartridges.
I know.
You can't just stack them up?
No, you can't.
Nah.
But that should change, hopefully.
Can we have a look at the controller as well? Because obviously is this the only one you can use?
No, you can use original controllers, Super Nintendo, Genesis, or Nintendo.
Okay.
And those can all be reprogrammed for any of the systems you want. And if you have 4 controllers for any system, you can plug those in and pretend like you have a multi-tap and play 4-player games.
Wow.
The one thing you can't
Wait, you saying you can play like Genesis games with a Super NES controller?
You got it.
Wow, that's weird.
Or with a Nintendo controller if you're weird, like an NES one. But what you cannot do is multiplayer Game Boy games because that requires a link cable, and that's not really a thing with this. So.
Okay. But it seems to tick a lot of boxes.
It takes a lot of boxes.
How is this guy? Because it's got an analog stick on it, not a D-pad, right?
Well, so what it has is it's a pad with micro switches underneath.
Okay.
Which is good for things like fighting games. Show it again.
Hold it up to your mic and move it around a little bit.
Just right here?
No. Like actually the thumbstick. Because it makes clicky noises.
Is it like an 8-way?
It like clicks at the stations, right?
Yeah.
Up, down, left, right, diagonals.
Yeah. It's kind of obnoxious and cheap feeling, to be honest with you, but it works. And yeah, well, here we're going to play some Sonic 3. Why don't we do that?
Yeah, let's hop straight in. So this is a game, an old cartridge that you had. I know people are going to ask, so I'll just ask out of the way. This thing does not take ROMs or anything of that nature, right?
No, but it's running Android, and if the nerd community has taught me anything, it's that they will hack anything that they can.
Right.
And that will probably include this over time. But for the moment, yeah, it's totally locked down to legit cartridges. And I collect games anyway. Like I use emulation when I have to, but for the most part, I really appreciate having the real thing. So for me, this is wonderful because I actually get to play the games on modern TVs without the delay present with upscaling from old systems.
Nothing a problem in terms of like with HDMI with HTCP or with anything of that nature.
No, totally not.
Stuff.
No.
Awesome. If you have any questions for Peter, same as ever, put them in the chat, put them in the comments. I'll send them.
I have a question.
Let's do it. What you got?
So this is the Retron 5.
Yep, you're probably wondering what happened to the Retron 4.
So there have been Retrons before this, and we've had them in the office and we played around with them.
Yeah.
Is there a story about the Retron 4 you want to tell, or do you just want? I was curious about like the iteration, like what has been added in here, what makes this like I mean, has it been vastly improved over what you can get maybe an older system?
I mean, yeah, basically. So the Retron 4 was announced about a year and a half ago, and that was what the Retron 5 is now. But then they added support for Game Boy games, so that kind of changed up the whole number scheme. And well, hell, they're not going to come out with the Retron 4, I don't think.
Was there a 3?
Once you get that
There
high
was a 3, yeah.
in the numbers, you feel free to skip any number you want. That's entertainment has set that precedent.
So is there a situation in which like you should wait until the Retron 6 comes out? Like,
Well, so Nintendo 64 is the one cartridge system that a lot of people are asking for.
Right.
The only reason that's not in here is because the patent on the hardware is still valid.
Okay.
So once that runs out, I believe in 2016.
Wow.
Don't quote me on that. They should have something that will play Nintendo 64 games. The guys have already said at Hyperkin, the company that makes this, that they have that working in-house. It's just not a product that they can put on the market.
So how far away from me from? Ouch! Yeah. Nice work. How far
No
away
Chaos
from
Emerald for you, Sonic.
how far away from having like PlayStation 1 versions of this are we?
Well, I mean, I think that's going to come down to what they want to do as a company, right? Because these, you don't have moving parts in these, right? It's just a cartridge slot and like an embedded Android computer. PlayStation stuff, you're going to have discs to contend with and moving parts and lenses, and it's a lot more places for things to go wrong. And Hyperkin is facing a bout of consumer lashback because this has been delayed so long, and the price was raised even 40% as well.
How much is it?
$140.
Okay, so it was $100 before.
It was $100. Their initial manufacturing process led to some errors, and they actually redesigned the chassis to support Sega Master System games and to fix the errors that they were experiencing. I don't really know what those were. But overall, I like this thing. This is one that they sent us for review. I'm probably going to buy one of my own for home because, like I said, playing games. Damn it. Talking. Yeah, you do it.
I'm not doing crap over
I
there.
can't talk and play at the same time. If you see Megabit, you know it. Basically, when you try to use old systems, which I actually prefer to do it, it's better on a CRT TV because the timing is right, the games look the way they should. On an LCD, they're totally stretched. You press A few milliseconds or frames later, that's when it actually takes, and that's not really good for when games are so difficult. You know?
I've got a couple of questions here. I'm going to get you quick. Anti-Vanti has asked, does it have any CRT emulation filters?
Yes, it does have a scanline filter you can throw on top, and it has the similar filters you would find in emulators, such as like Super Eagle and all those great naming things that smooth out the pixels.
Do you actually want to poke around in the menu of this at all?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, why don't we do it? I'll show you guys what we got. Turn on.
So there's that
scan
save state
lines.
stuff you got. You can pop these filters on just right from the in-game menu.
Yeah. So there are the scan lines, which take away some of the smoothing, but you can tell even with the scan lines present that it's a little bit nicer.
Noodle Legs ask, have you ever noticed any lag with any of the emulations while running on HD?
No, because this outputs native resolution to your TV, so there is no processing of the video, at least in terms of the TV, which before was the culprit.
Where emulation happens, or where lag happens. All right, cool.
So yeah, it's pretty great.
Sweet. Thanks very much, Peter, for coming on and showing off the Retron 5.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to keep playing.
You want to keep playing?
Sonic 3 all
You can
day.
sit there if you want.
Oh, I want.
Because as many old games as there are to play, there are also new games.
No, what?
There are. Every single week, there is a new game to play. And I think Mary Kish is here to tell us all about them.
Maybe even more than one new game.
What's up, Mary?
Mary!
Hey, I am here to tell you, and unlike other weeks, this week I really do have some really good new games to talk to you guys about.
Neato!
Yeah, Watch Dogs came out, and we have Mario Kart 8 coming out on Friday, so that's going to be a pretty big week. And then there's actually some other stuff.
Worms!
What?
Finally, Worms is out!
Finally!
Thanks, Team 17.
They added some new stuff, so
Did they?
it's worth
Did
talking
they?
about still. They did. They added like some new ways to kill each other, because when
Did
you're
they?
at war for so long. Yes, they did. Ask me again.
Did they?
Yes. All right, let's go. Let's show some Watch Dogs footage. We're actually playing this in a little bit, but we do have, Watch Dogs coming out today.
Yeah, popping
We
off,
play
baby, yeah.
Aiden, and is coming out on all sorts of stuff. Xbox One, 360, PS4, PS3, and PC.
It looks the best on PC.
Is that a dog watching Watch Dogs?
It is.
Nice.
Who
Nicely
is
done.
watching the Watch Dogs? And then we have Worms. This is Worms Battlegrounds for Xbox One now. It's being ported to Xbox One, and that comes out on Friday. And they have some new stuff that you haven't seen before, just like different kind of like ways to kill each other. They came out with like a whoopee cushion, but then they still have the old ones if you like those.
Of course they do. That's all they do.
Monochroma, as
Danny, you like worms.
was so delightfully shown earlier with the scarf and hat.
With Jacques.
Finally, we get to some context for the actual shirt and scarf that you get in that
But
prize
did you really
that you
need
could have
it?
won.
Did you?
Yeah. Yes.
Did you?
I mean, yes.
That comes out May 28th. And then this one's pretty interesting. I thought this was something like Danny, you might end up finding like Danny play at some point. It's called Kill the Bad Guy. It's on PC, and you basically just find really elaborate ways to kill that bad guy by like running him over and slicing off his head and then burning the remains.
Oh my God.
It's good for, you know, every lighthearted individual who kind of just like wants to vent out their frustrations. And then finally, of course, you
Mario
have
Kart.
Mario Kart. So
Oh my god, that plane's gonna land on Mario's head.
run, Mario!
Jesus.
Actually, it's running out of fairway there. Anyway, so this is coming out on Friday.
Friday? What
that's-
is with Nintendo and their crazy release dates?
You would
It's a
expect it
Sunday,
to come
it's a
out.
Friday.
Tuesdays are the day, but
It's
Wii
weird,
U
and
has
Watch
their
Dogs
own.
was an international release this week as well. So
That's
all
right.
of Europe managed to. We were still under embargo, and they were playing it in Europe.
Everyone all over the globe gets to enjoy the great city of Chicago,
The Windy Apple.
Chi-town.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's
Thanks,
it.
Kanye.
So get out there and go enjoy some games.
Thanks, Mary.
Thank you, Barry.
Chi-town. Kanye West is currently in Ireland on his honeymoon at the moment. Did you know that, Kevin Van Ord?
I did know that, as a matter of
Did
fact.
you really?
Yeah, I did know that.
How? Why?
Because he's Irish.
Oh,
and
yeah.
it only makes sense.
Is it because you have a Yahoo alert for Kim Ye?
No. Are there?
No, it's Con-
Does Yahoo actually have alerts? I know this is the.
Is Yahoo still around?
Yahoo's
Is
the-
GameSpot down? GameSpot.com still down?
GameSpot.com was still down last I knew.
Well, you're here to play Watch Dogs. Before you do that, before we actually go to that, I want to remind people, hashtag GS the lobby on, if I hit the, I can hit the lens real good there. If you want to win us on PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, hashtag GS the lobby at GameSpot. Make sure you put down your platform of choice. Kevin will be back in a second, but first of all, I do believe we've got a little snippet of all the stuff that's coming up in original programming on GameSpot this week.
Hey, remember that gun that shoots fucking razor blades?
The tournament is one of the greatest games ever made.
You're a guy with a gun, the game puts Nazis on the other end of it, and you click until they get dead and move on to the next batch.
Today it's all about Cartman, Butters, Kyle, Stan, and the beautiful Princess Kenny.
The biggest game in the world is Mario Golf World Tour. Did you get it right?
Welcome back to another week of Top 5 Skyrim mods. Wow, this one is actually an hour. So this one was recommended to us, by the way, by Cornspawn. Yeah, thanks, you weirdo. We'll just leave that. We'll just leave that here. Pet him, Seb. Then he won't kill us.
If you want to find all those videos, just go to the videos tab. It drops down from the top of GameSpot.com when GameSpot.com works.
Exactly, but don't do that now because the site's down. Oh my God!
We've been hacked.
This whole website.
Kevin, we got done a hack at us.
With Julian Assange has been sleeping in the bathroom and somebody found out. Now
I'm pretty sure I saw a guy in a weird scarf and a trench coat earlier in a.
Did you?
Is he wearing a scarf?
Baseball
Or is-
cap.
Oh, he is. He has like a little scarf under his sweater.
Some of his costumes have like the whole like, hey, I'm a robber thing.
Yeah.
Kevin Van
going,
Ord.
so-
Kevin Van Ord, you are
Hi.
here to show us Watch Dogs. What are we playing this on at the moment?
I am. This is an Xbox One.
Okay.
Because this is the version we had in the office. I was going to show off the PC version, but I would not necessarily recommend grabbing that until the issues are fixed.
I have heard there are some problems.
There are some problems with Uplay.
Okay.
So
Who knew?
Yeah, you do now.
So right now we're playing on Xbox One.
Playing on an Xbox One.
You've reviewed this and you enjoyed this game.
I like this game a lot. Absolutely, yes. It's a really great sandbox to just tool around in and make fun in. And I think that it's one of those games that actually was hurt by its marketing.
Yeah.
Because it was
Really?
marketed so heavily as being like this super serious kind of spy game
Deus Ex-y thing, and it has parts of that. But really, the things this game does best is just being a really cool sandbox.
Letting you T-bone soccer moms.
T-bone soccer moms, absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's a really fair assessment. I played the first couple of hours and was I felt disappointed, but then after a while I'm kind of realizing I was just anticipating a different game.
The game is different than the one I expected, but once you're able to let the expectation go, I'd say that this game is right up there with the big city-based open world heavyweights.
Awesome.
I'd say, if you like Saints Row and you like GTA, it's almost a given that you're probably going to have a lot of fun with this game.
If you have any questions for Kevin about Watch Dogs, by all means stick them in the Twitch chat or on the GameSpot comments if the site's back up, or on Twitter, and we'll get them sent over. How far are you through Watch Dogs at the moment?
Well, this is at towards the very beginning of the game. Hey,
you see some people making out and
that is
stuff?
not appropriate.
Brother runs grow up.
Just because his brother grows,
She recently went to Las Vegas, and she's a house sitter. People do that for a living, like, all the time.
So those are two people that are not actively doing horrendously crappy, amoral things.
No, although I will say that if Watch Dogs is to be believed, then the people of Chicago are usually engaged in terrible things when they think that they're not being watched.
But they are.
But they are
being
much
watched
of the time.
Dogs. What are you doing? What mission is this you're going
So this is a CTOS tower. So what this is you have to figure out how to get in there, and so that you can hack into it. And no, that doesn't work. And then unlock
go in that open gate.
Different parts of the city. Like this is basically like the Far Cry Assassin's Creed tower type thing. So a lot of the times you can get into cameras. In this case, the forklift might be in the way of the switch that you need to get to.
Or camera?
In this case, it was in the way of the camera that you need to get to. And there's the unlock.
Did you just driver San Francisco your way over that camera?
Basically, that's kind of what I call that riding the cameras. It's like that's not an official term. That's just what I call
it.
That's
a good term, yeah.
So you just ride the cameras around. In this case, a pretty easy route in there.
My favorite aspect of that has been the CTOS headquarter areas where you have to hack into them, not the towers, but the centers that they have.
No, totally.
And I remember turning up outside one with all my guns and thinking, I'm gonna have to shoot my way through this, and then never even entering the area, just using the cameras and using almost like a puzzle game to try and figure out the way of getting over there.
Yeah. Well, even you can even approach some of the combat encounters like that. Like, you don't even have to get... Sometimes you can solve encounters without even getting into a fight or having to do traditional sneaking. You can just find ways to go through the cameras and get to what you need and just get the hell out of there without even anybody ever knowing you were there. You can't always do that. Or if you can, I'm not clever enough to have figured out exactly how to do that all of the time. But...
Never know Thung Over, great name, is asking, is there a difference between the PS4 and Xbox One versions?
I believe that the PS4 runs at a higher resolution. You can sort of tell the Xbox One version seems to have a little bit more, you notice some of the jaggies a little bit more and so on and so forth. And I think there's some differences in the lighting model.
Yeah.
You notice those if you go from one to the other, but for all intents and purposes, on the Xbox One, it more or less looks like the experience I had on the PS4.
Yeah, I played the Xbox One version, and it didn't
Is that a different couple making out?
No, these are the same people, right?
Has she recently traveled?
Oh, wait. No, I think this might be a different couple.
That guy retired.
He's just now recovering from an auto accident. And she broke social ties with former friends.
Yeah.
That's the makeout
dry
spot
cleaner,
next to the rock by the sidewalk.
My favorite bug that I came across was when this couple is in a bar and they're very close to each other and they're having a conversation. I'm going to do this fixer contract. They're having a conversation, but they're both talking at the same time and both talking about two different things.
Okay.
So it's one of those things where not only are they not having an intimate conversation, but they're actually having two conversations at once.
I had a situation where
eHarmony's the worst.
I had a situation where I walked down the street and there were 3 different people having the same conversation.
Yeah, that can sometimes happen. It's interesting. Those things stick out all the more because there's so much variety in terms of when you hack people. So much variety in terms of the things they can actually be, say, and do. Some of this and people of Chicago have a lot of sex.
Do they?
They really do. They also play with themselves a lot, as far as I can tell.
Girl Draco7 asks, does Watch Dogs feel like a modern Assassin's Creed? How like Assassin's Creed does it feel like?
Not really. I'd say Far Cry 3 actually, or feels more like Assassin's Creed than this does. You can leap over stuff, but there's not, and there I guess you could call that parkour, but that doesn't have the same real feel to it. I mean, there are elements, the Ubisoft elements here, in terms of the way the systems interlock.
Yeah.
You unlock systems so that you can get to other systems, so that you can get to other systems, kind of thing.
And they jump into it pretty quickly.
Yeah, they
like,
do
unlike
jump into
Assassin's Creed.
Well, Assassin's Creed 3 took several hours to really jump in. Assassin's Creed 4 just moves.
Yeah,
like the moment you get in. So.
And this one moves pretty much.
Oh wait, I
straight
thought I
away.
was doing a different kind of contract. I thought I was doing a get into the car and drive away contract. I didn't contract. I didn't realize that I was doing.
That's what your target is doing, getting into the car and driving away.
This is what happens when you get me on the show, and
called a lobby, don't worry
I'm
about
not paying any attention.
I'm going to ask you a couple of questions
It's too late
then
for me to really
make
do
sure you
anything.
can pay attention. Is it interesting to hack into the phones and other stuff of random civilians in the game, or at one point do you just meet the same people over and over again?
There is actually a lot of variety in terms of the things that you see and listen to. There is some repetition, but I'd say in general, like I probably hacked into hundreds of people's phones, and typically they've been pretty varied. Like I said, so a lot of the same themes come up. Like you come across a lot of bros talking about their sexual exploits.
Sweet jump, sweet jump, sweet jump, sweet jump, sweet jump, sweet jump. Yeah.
Nice.
Oh.
That was
undone by a humble planter.
Yeah,
but that tree's down.
Yeah, I noticed that when I was playing this. These cars can just tear through anything.
Yeah, these are, and that's what I mean about like the fun factor of this game is a lot higher than I expected. It's not nearly as serious as I expected to be. Sometimes it tries, but really the fun of Watch Dogs just comes from, you know, the pure basic fun of a really great sandbox.
So does that make it feel like, is it okay with you when it tries to, when you have the mission to like take on down the human traffickers? Does it like feel like that's in there just to give you some evil people, or does it like, is it okay? Like, does it feel exploitative to you, I guess is my question.
Every so often it feels a little bit, it has a little bit of that. Where did he go?
Yo, take that guy, take him down.
There's a little bit of that try too hard kind of element going on some of the time. Like it's like, you know, we let you have your fun. Now we're gonna get serious here. We're gonna talk about human trafficking and cannibalism, and we're gonna show a blowjob in progress and that kind of thing. But
can you do the mission where you see a blowjob in progress?
Kevin, can you confirm or deny that there's a mission
Are you planning on
where
coming
you
by
see
my
a
place later
blowjob in
tonight or
progress?
something, or is that no? That's no, that was inappropriate for live internet television.
No, I loved it.
Look, man, this game is rated M for mature, and so's Kevin.
Exactly.
Kevin, rated M for mature. Let's go to the story mission and see what's going on. I don't know how much more time I have, but
keep going. We got a bunch of questions here as well.
Yeah.
Goop Shoe Ride on the Twitch chat is asking, what difficulty did you set it to? What did you feel most comfortable with?
this is on normal difficulty. I would actually say bump it up to hard, maybe, because the shooting is a little bit on the easy side.
Okay.
Dudes are pretty quick to go down when you shoot them, even if you shoot them in the non-head areas.
Right.
Which is to say, when you don't shoot them in the head.
Such as leg.
Yes, you know, shooting them in the butt is a perfectly fine tactic.
But that's like real life. If you
They
shot
go
someone
down.
in the butt, they'd probably go down.
Yeah, probably.
Forgottable underscore username asks, does this dude, the main character, have any personality?
Aiden Pierce.
Do we care about him?
He has, you know what, I didn't really care. The whole thing with Aiden is he's kind of defined by his relationship with his sister.
Yeah.
And the fact that he's
Whoa.
trying to get, not that kind of relationship.
All right.
He's trying to...
Why is it always gotta be whoa with you, O'Dwyer?
That's his sister's house there, right there.
Yeah,
You're going to it right now.
Start this mission.
They call me Woe Dwyer.
So basically his thing is, okay, he's a dude who's lost a female family member and now he's out for revenge. It's a classic tale, only in this case it's his niece.
Yeah.
So a lot of, you know, the good first half of the story is really just a bunch of stuff like that, dealing with that. So you're about to go to his sister's son, his nephew's birthday party. And there's a
This
little...
is very early on.
This
is
this is
second
very,
mission.
very
Yeah.
early on. So this whole thing is really interesting because she's like, let it go, stop it.
Yeah.
And there's no real good explanation for why he doesn't stop it.
Yeah.
And it's one of my big irritations with this character is she's like, you're putting us in danger. Why do you keep doing that? And he promises like he won't do it again and he'll stop. And
as we're about to see,
but he lies, basically. He just can't handle it. He's like, he just lets himself be pulled in. It's like he doesn't care.
In that case,
He cares more about the revenge quest than he does about the safety of his family members, the people that he's originally trying to avenge. It's really strange, and I think that part of like what keeps him coming back isn't really sufficiently explored in any meaningful way. But towards the end, things start getting really interesting. Like when it gets all Tom Clancy-esque and they're all talking about like when he gets his little entourage together and they're getting all hacky and you know, when it sounds like an episode of 24 or something, and then suddenly that gets really interesting. And you know, there's some interesting stuff about the man who pulls the trigger that causes the car accident that his niece dies in. They deal with that in some really interesting ways. And towards the end, he starts to finally get some self-awareness. But for somebody who seems to be smart enough to hack into almost anything, he's pretty...
He hasn't hacked into himself, has he?
No, but I should have said that in the review.
There you go.
The hardest hack of all.
Let's skip this because it goes on for a little while.
He can see your details, but he doesn't know his own.
It's such a scathing commentary on the modern condition.
No, it's not.
Sweet happy birthday. I will say that the lighting on the console versions of this interior can often be haphazard.
the kids were playing
Why is she in a deep shadow right beneath the
a little
light?
bit funky.
I very much like, because it goes upwards, Chris. Can't you see that? It goes
It
up.
just goes up and vanishes in the ceiling.
Why would you have the lights on during the day?
Because your house is a perpetual den of darkness, and even the lights and full sunlight can't keep the darkness away.
So it does have some visual tricks.
Go into his bedroom. There's the raving rabbits. No, the other way.
The other way. Yeah, there is a rabbit in there.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's the bathroom.
I know, but I'm picking stuff up. She's got some meds.
Peel's here.
You also pick up like different compounds and combine them to make the various hacks that you can sort of use in combat. Or you can just check out our emails, you absolute bastard.
Can you hack your nephew's iPad?
You can hack his rabbit.
Here's the rabbit. You can hack into things like
baseball caps.
No.
Does the child have a pacemaker? Can you hack into that?
Who is this?
No.
Logging caller ID will hide you.
Does your sister have a
You need to hack
vibrator?
your
Can you hack
sister's
into
phone.
that?
She's getting called by a creeper.
Well, this is the whole thing. This is the whole story bit now, is that now she's being...
Can you stand really close to her so that she obviously knows that you're listening in on the call and it breaks the... Yeah.
Why even hack in? You're just right here. You could probably hear his voice coming out of the coming out of the speaker at this stage.
Who was that?
Yeah, that's basically what that is. Who was that? What did he want? So now this initiates basically the whole return to the revenge. Return of the Revenge!
Yeah, just like that Star Wars movie. Alright, so he's locating... This is obviously just the game playing out in its own way. I feel like this is still part of the unlocking the various mechanics thing.
Yes.
But yeah, you gotta go murder that dude.
Coming to get ya.
I'm into murder. That's what I do in
Driving
this game.
unsafe in my nephew's neighborhood.
I did find it a little bit weird that like to catch people you like started like auto accidents which are
right into you.
Can be fatal. There's like I felt like when I killed people by accident in this world, I felt way worse about it. Like I know you lose reputation and stuff, but I also felt like like my niece died in a car crash and here
So
I am.
I'm gonna go out and cause somebody else's niece's car crash. No, it really is one of those things that doesn't always make sense. Like the game, like the story sometimes tries to approach stuff like that, but not to any great degree. Like it's very, very important.
Oh,
oops! It's very, very important that you
that you catch the dude.
Yeah, you know, Aiden's kind of oblivious to everything that happens around him.
Yeah, he seems like a sociopath. I'm just. Oh, you're just having cars crash into you.
I know.
You can do it.
Oh man, I wasn't able to do this.
The bridge. Oh, there you go.
What did you do?
You took him down. I do love how he just completely beats the absolute crap out of him with. Whoa, he's got a gun.
Oh,
that's dark.
Homicide committed.
Killed him in the leg. It's the best kind of kill.
Look at this dude. Hack him! Hack him! Just kidding.
Everything explodes in Chicago.
It was worth it because I find the guy who was prank calling my sister. Justice.
It really is.
Don't you know how
interesting
tired that
he's
refrigerator joke is?
So there's one place, and I don't think this is a spoiler. There's one place where he's basically like, so how's your family?
Yeah.
And I'm like, Aiden, dude, this is how you got into this mess. Because somebody was like getting to your family because of you. Now you're just doing the same thing. You're just as much of an asshole as everybody else. And they try to make something of that in this story. They don't really succeed. So just overlook that stuff. And just look at this as a sandbox to have fun in.
Just have a ragdoll button.
Yeah, because if you're somebody who thought, well, GTA 4 doesn't make any sense, how is it that he's like saying he wants so hard to get out of this life, but he's going around, you can go around murdering random people? Like, if that drove you crazy, Watch Dogs is going to make you go, like,
insane.
Literally insane.
What I will find is that maybe this is because Ubisoft don't have much experience in the whole car driving stuff, but the actual driving itself feels a little bit weird.
The driving does feel weird, but I have to say, I actually really like the driving.
Okay.
The reason I like the driving is because it's a little floaty and a little bouncy. And because even though the cars aren't cars we recognize, these cars, you know what it's going to feel like before you get behind the wheel.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you can look at it, you can say, oh, that's a relatively heavy sedan.
Yeah.
And it feels like a heavy sedan, and you get behind motorcycles and I don't know. I love motorcycles in this game because they're so fast and so weightless almost.
A Heap Gamer in the chat was asking, is there much variety in terms of the vehicles?
There's a lot of variety. Let me see if I can pull over and I can show you.
Go for it, yeah. We're at the end of the show. So we can just keep going. So
okay, let me get out.
As long as you're happy playing, let's keep playing.
Yeah, I'll show you.
Park.
You can order cars on demand, and this gives you an idea sort of how many different vehicles you're able to order up. You have to.
You can order a fire truck.
Yeah, some of them are open to you from the very beginning. Others you are only able to buy, and you're only able to buy them once you've ridden them in the main world.
Yeah.
So
steal it, buy it, then it's on demandable.
Steal, buy it, and then it's on demandable, basically. Yeah.
Legendary My Thrill asks, can you shoot the guy in the leg to make him fall down? This isn't.
That is a thing that will happen. Yeah.
Okay.
But that's not. It's not really.
It's not like GTA 5.
No, it's not really a meaningful mechanic. It's not something that I found myself doing, again, because people die so fast on normal difficulty.
So even if you shoot them in the leg, they could actually just perish from it.
Yeah.
It's not like
Totally. I mean, I shot that dude like 4 times in some random place in the body. And so that's why
his buttocks and upper thigh, mostly.
But there are things you can... Let's see if there's a random person to just shoot.
Sure.
So you can do this sort of slow mechanic, and then sometimes that can be used in interesting ways. Like, especially if you really do want to get that headshot in.
Oh, this is dark.
But
good thing Kevin's aim is terrible.
Yeah, I know, right? It wasn't like I was an actual combat encounter, so it's okay. I just wanted to show you. I didn't want to actually kill the dude.
I appreciate your restraint.
Do a ramp, do a ramp,
Sweet
do a ramp.
jump.
Yep.
Boom!
I thought that was a ramp
Count
as well.
it. Oh, God.
I should be on the Sean method with this stupid game.
So that battery in the bottom left, there's like a limit of the amount of like hacks you
There's
can do.
a limit of hacks. It replenishes, but then that grows over time. So I want to show you the skill tree for a moment, but this doesn't really tell you how big the skill tree is, because at this point in the game, you only have a limited skill tree. So everything's listed for hacking, driving, crafting, and combat.
Yeah.
So usually, and I would suggest this for anybody, the combat's easy enough where I don't think you're going to need to worry too much about combat. Go with the hacking, or with the crafting if you like getting, well, crafty in this game. Either way. So additional battery slot. In this case, I'm going for bridges.
Okay.
Because hacking into my favorite kind of escape.
Let's try and do that. Try and hack a bridge.
All right, let's see if I can find it.
You steal that car.
Bridge.
And do you tend to get enough skill points so you can fill out the entire tree by the end, or do you really need to specialize?
After 30 hours of playing, I still hadn't unlocked everything.
Okay.
But I'd unlocked most things.
Okay. I thought the music in this game was rubbish.
Yeah,
the
what
music
is
is not good in this game.
This song sounds not good, but like, is it all licensed music that they've got from?
As far as
do you
I know,
recognize any songs?
Yeah.
I recognized artists. I
Yeah.
didn't recognize songs. I didn't like. I recognize, you know, a lot. There's a lot of hip hop in the soundtrack. And I recognized most of the artists, but I'd never heard any of the songs. But for me, it's hard to say. Oh, does that mean that I don't listen to enough hip hop, or does that
Well,
mean
you don't
that they
listen
just
to
didn't
enough
use very
hip-hop, Kevin.
good songs? But
So
here's a bridge. I'll hack into it, and then it starts to raise. But this is best used when you've got like somebody on your tail. That is when this is at its best.
did it
Right,
raise?
Actually, there it goes.
There you go.
I missed it the first time. I wish somebody was on my tail so I could really show you how fun. It's my favorite kind of escape. This and the canal escape.
What's the canal escape?
The canal escape is basically there are no cops in the water.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Whoa. Do that again. Try and hit the ridge.
No.
Okay.
There's
Do
another
this one.
bridge here. I'll do this one.
Yeah. Oh, that poor guy's
That
freaking
truck
out.
is like, oh, what? Oh, he's up and over.
Yeah.
Double bonus jump.
Video games.
And I'm
Wow.
fine.
Off the top rope in a sports car.
Let's see if
Affinity's asked, did you play this with the keyboard and mouse on PC at all?
I haven't played any of the PC version at all,
Okay,
actually. The reason for that is because Uplay sucks.
Oh, yeah, it sure does.
So, yeah, I wanted to start playing some of the PC version today. I have not played the past gen versions either. I'm sad to say. I played most of the game at a review event here in San Francisco on the PS4, and then I played the Xbox One version at home over the weekend.
I got one more question here. Goops You Right asks, does difficulty affect the cop chases?
I did not notice a difference in how cop chases were handled.
Uh-oh.
Again,
Nice
like,
time.
as far as I could tell, the biggest change was how quickly people went down when you shot them.
Okay, okay.
It's interesting though. Like I would say that the cop chases in general, they can dog you pretty hard, and that is not a euphemism in any way.
There you go. Watch Dogs. They can dog you pretty hard. Kevin Van Ord, thank you very much. In fact, the last question that came through is from XDZA1979.
Is that a real thing?
Sure, I hope so, because he says...
Did you make that up? Is this a Naruto
Says
fan
he wants
thing?
to salute Kevin as his new favorite reviewer. So your reviewer of the game is on GameSpot.com right now.
Yes,
What
it
did you give
is. I gave it an 8 because I think it's great.
Nice. He said, great. Rhymes.
What are you drinking?
Give it
Is
a
this-
9. It's wine. It's not wine. It's water.
This.
It's water. We got branded mug, branded things.
Oh yeah, we do, but this isn't beer.
GameSpot jar.
You're not honoring my hat.
He's hydrating.
You're honoring me with your hat, and I appreciate it every day. Kevin
Do
Van
you
Ord,
really?
much obliged. I think we're giving away some stuff here before
Are
we
we
shoot.
gonna do this too?
Sure.
Fist pounds
I'm a
all day
bro.
long.
You want to hang out and do that some more?
bro,
You want to keep
okay.
going with that?
Okay, here
Let's
we go.
Okay.
Okay.
We got it.
Can we do a three-way
No.
bump?
Yeah.
This is too much.
Fist bump sandwich.
I'm out.
That's right. Spit roast. All right.
Finally.
We got some winners here. Do you want to name out the winners for our Watch
Sure.
Dogs giveaway?
Sure. The winners for the Watch Dogs giveaway. You got some Watch Dogs coming along. Ninjatic,
Yeah.
Blue Magician,
Woohoo!
or Magician. I can't tell. Lady Cactus 916.
All right.
Girl Draco 7.
Yeah.
Jev SXSW.
Uh-huh.
Get that out of my face.
Not a
And
Twitter handle.
Alex M. Schwartz.
There we go.
So, yeah.
You two, you are
You win
all
video games.
getting Watch Dogs games that Danny has done interpretive dances with.
And T-shirts.
Guys, I'm really sorry I fisted you so much.
It's fine.
You know, you're at least polite about it, Kevin. And that's all
Thank
we
you
can
kindly.
ask.
And the Monochroma winners should also be getting a heads up about that. We're sorry that Rob Handlery got your swag top up, sweaty and stuff. We'll be back next week. Mario Kart stream is starting directly after this. We apparently Nintendo have these weird rules where you're allowed like stream stuff for only 60 minutes at a time. So we have used about 20 so far. So we're going to use the rest of that allotment directly after this show. So stick around on GameSpot or twitch.tv/GameSpot or on GameSpot.com for more of that. Adios. E3's on the way. Another couple of weeks, but we've still got more lobbies in the meantime. So stick around here and we will see you next week. Bye.